jogging to and from the beach.
What's the punchline of this story, man?
Just that it would be really nice to be a fighter in Hawaii. You spend a lot of time at the beach.
I feel a lot of things are nice to be in Hawaii, but I would like to be a StarCraft 2 player in Hawaii.
I would like to be a homeless person in
I
Hawaii.
am pretty damn sure if I move to Hawaii, I'm the best StarCraft 2 player in Hawaii.
It's a possibility. I mean, I don't think anybody plays StarCraft in Hawaii.
No.
Why would you?
Well, hey, it's still StarCraft, man. Why wouldn't you? What's better than playing StarCraft?
Maybe being on the beach with beautiful women and surfboards.
Not better than StarCraft. Beautiful woman causes drama, man. And drama, not today.
Save the drama for your mama.
Let's play some StarCraft. Super quick refinery over here. By Quantic, the STC over here in the right bottom side of this map. Our Dignitas selected, of course, our Korean Terran on the left top side of this map. If you guys are wondering what are you watching, this is still the Lone Star Clash number 2 qualifier, which was an open invitational. This is the final way. This is our last quarterfinal. Wow, that's a proxy barracks. Gonna see some proxy marauder action, or maybe even proxy reaper, but that would be very weird. Interesting stuff over here. Ben and me are casting this qualifier. Unfortunately, we won't be casting the main event as we have work obligations during the time that Lone Star Clash 2 will be held, which saddens us because we had a blast at Lone Star Clash number 1. At least I had, and I'm sure that you had it too.
Of course, man. Austin was a great town. The Lone Star folks were great hosts.
Yep, the Rosen brothers are awesome. So when they asked us to cast the qualifier, we of course said yes without a shadow of a doubt, which still makes us a little bit part of Lone Star Clash number 2.
Yeah. Had the Rosens out in the studio the other day. Showed them around. Got to do a little short interview on set. Those are a couple of great kids, man. They're going to be graduating college soon, moving on to other fantastic things, but I'm sure that they will always have esports in their hearts, and they'll always be doing their parts to keep it big and keep going, keep it growing.
Factory on the way for STC as well. He's going to proxy the factory too, but what is this build? Am I crazy now? Or?
Might, well, I guess he's not going to float the factory, so I don't know, man. Select's build is ironically very similar, just not with proxies.
Which makes it a whole lot less weird.
But in terms of the tech the tech paths that they're both taking, very, very, very similar. No second gas for the STC though. Is in fact just going to be reactoring some Hellions, and I think it's going to be a Hellion drop.
That's what I was feeling as well, but I'm still wondering why he wants to proxy the... Is he going to build a starport over here as well then? I guess then it sort of makes... is he going to build a starport or what's going on, man?
He's going to build a starport right there. Boom.
But Select is actually on the move right now, Ben, with 2 SCVs, and he's at least going to find the factory in the Rex.
How does he... Did you see it?
No, but I mean, there was the SCV over here, and a Marine came from the left side. Select is going to find this starport. That's a huge find for Select.
Well done, Select. He's going to pick
Force a cancel on it. You go, boy.
And he's also going to see this proxied barracks, and he's even going to walk over.
Wow, he might be able to pick up the reactor, no?
The factory. I think these Hellions are going to pop out right before that the reactor is able to go down.
Yes. I guess he won't be able to pick up the reactor.
We're going to need to see some of that trademark Select micro.
Well, he might still be able to pick up the reactor. I mean, I say right now, just go for the reactor.
Reactor's going to burn down regardless. There are no more SCVs.
No, Mule being dropped.
Uh-oh. And Select, of course, is going to pick off that Mule immediately. And yep. No repairs for you.
SCV, no, Hellion. No, the Hellion did not pop. The reactor died before the 2 Hellions could spawn, so only 1 Hellion spawned, Ben. Now there is a Rex in the main base of the STC who tried to steal perhaps the tech lab, or... No, I just want to make Marines. Man, this is a crazy game.
We're getting some treats here with STC versus Select. There will be at least a single Marine made in the main base.
I mean, I thought that the STC wanted to do this, but I was a bit surprised that he really just used the Rex only to get the reactor on it. Something because I often see Factory and Starport being proxied, but the Marine is not often part of it. So I was a little bit confused. Right now we have 4 Hellions over here. Select doesn't really have an answer, but of course Select will have a bench.
Very annoying. How many SCVs has Select lost at this point? Only 1, so he's doing an okay job.
No, don't light him up! I mean, 3 Hellions are not going to kill a depot anyway, not before this Banshee's out.
Second Marine pops out. What a crazy opening here from the STC. I guess doesn't really want to play another macro game like the last
be careful. He really doesn't have to have those 5 SCVs there, man. He's not going to end up losing the depot before the Banshee's out, even though it's going to take 30 more seconds. It will take like 30 more minutes before these Hellions kill a depot.
Wow, the Marine killed 2 SCVs. STC's making the most of what was not an ideal situation, in that he got his proxy scouted.
Wow, during all this, the STC went up 8 workers, man. Select pulling SCVs here, trying to repair. Did not really play out for him all that well. Here is that Banshee right now. Now the Banshee's gonna fly back.
STC even got a Viking out, Kevin, so this Banshee's gonna have a really hard time getting much done. Does have Cloak, so that'll help a little bit. But, wow, there's actually 2 Vikings out.
Good scan here by Select, as he did see that second orbital going up.
Oh, Banshee does Cloak. Was there energy for a scan? I guess, looks like no.
Well, he only has 1 orbital. Select will be to deal at least with the Hellions from the STC. Now the Rex is gonna land once more. 2 Vikings are gonna help out over here as well. Man, this is madness. I've never seen this.
Wow, it's it's pretty funny, as there are no more units out for Select.
It's gonna deal so much damage. Okay, there's still one Viking over here, but 1 Viking. It takes quite a while before 1 Viking deals with 1 Banshee.
Banshee shooting a Viking on the ground. That's not something we see every day.
Then you're doing it wrong, Viking.
Viking, stop.
Viking, what are you doing? Viking, stop.
Viking, you are not a Marine.
But they told me I could become anything I want to be. Banshees don't really know what to do anymore in this game, as it's just madness all around, so they start shooting at the reactor in the middle of the map.
Hellions gonna kill a Viking! That's never supposed to happen. Viking does get shot down. A single Marine on the high ground feels like he can be a hero. But flamethrowers can shoot up.
Why is there still a Rex in the main base of Select?
I have no idea. Another Viking's gonna make its way over. Select right now is
like, what is it? Like, people are just ignoring each other. Alright, you go south, we go north. There are 2 Vikings, a Marine, and 2 Hellions right now in the main base of Select. Ben.
Oh, this is madness. Banshee is gonna be used to deal with the Vikings.
You're still not a Marine.
Hellion running circles around the mineral line of Select, who's obviously under pressure, drops 3 mules at once, allowing that energy to get quite high.
Marine. Marine's like, bad respawn.
Hello, man. Thought I would come back in my base.
We have a Cloak Banshee meanwhile on the main base of the STC. Finally, Select is dealing some economic damage as well. He really needed that. There's energy, there's enough energy for a scan, but he waits for the second Viking to arrive. Didn't want to use only 1 Viking, afraid that the Banshee would survive. Now it won't survive. So smart play there by the STC, not going for the panic scan.
And Select dealing a little bit more damage than his opponent. Has a small worker lead, 28 to 25.
Viking. Viking, we gave you wings for a reason. Viking, stop.
What if Vikings could get a stim?
Oh man, they're quite powerful already.
Call it like nitro packs.
Cloak is on the way right now. These Vikings are really happy fighters now.
They're pretty good against light units.
Yeah, they're amazing. They do so much damage. Select gets his second command center on the way right now. Wow, it took a while before this command center actually finished. I felt that STC built it so long ago. Select has 2 workers advantage right now, but double orbital is going to be quite a bit quicker for the STC. Select already has Cloak though, and is going to force another scan to be used, but with 4 Vikings, that Banshee won't do a lot of damage.
Crazy early game here on Ohana. No telling what's going to come next. Still no new... Yeah, there's a new command center. Excuse me. STC had built that up in his main, right next to the main command center.
I think that Select's going to take a lot of damage from the Cloak Banshees, man.
He has no Vikings, and even if he builds Vikings, STC has quite a few of them that can contest air control. Good job from Select, though, really keeping his opponent from taking advantage of this new base that he has.
Yeah, I'm still really worried. Scan goes down. Oh, Viking does. The Vikings do not take out that Banshee. A little bit sloppy there. Now these Hellions go in, but the 4 Vikings of the STC should be more than enough to support the ground. Oh, this Banshee is not doing anything, Ben, on the top side of this map. Meanwhile, the Hellions in the main base of the STC dealing quite some damage. Good job by Select. Now the Banshee is moving. We can see on the mini-map. And this is the... Well, okay.
You go shoot at a supply depot.
Depot.
Select finally has a new command center. Needs to start thinking about getting it down to the low ground and mining from this new base, as he's mining out his main at a very rapid pace.
I really like this. Select is trying to repair the SCVs, so trying to lose as few amounts as possible, but not working out greatly so far. Banshee already has 7 kills, Ben, and he's still killing more. It's going to take at least 10 more seconds before these Vikings are out.
Banshee has done massive amounts of damage. Select.
I kind of felt that coming, because it looked like Select has absolutely no answer to this Cloak Banshee.
Does have energy for a scan though, so that's...
Oh, Banshee flies out of scan range.
Second scan has to get used. Luckily, Select has plenty of energy, and another Banshee's going to fly right into the Vikings. That'll force yet another scan. STC's like, man,
how many scans do you have, bro?
Why you no mule?
Why are you so bad? STC shaking his head. Oh, forward, man. So bad. They're so bad it makes them good.
STC with more than enough to deal with this little poke from Select. Marauders, siege tanks, and neither of those things particularly good against Banshees, as STC will chase Select back once more.
STC still in a pretty good position though, as he has quite a nice army supply lead over Select. Select, who is still playing a great game though, but he is going to end up losing. Yeah, he's going to end up losing the siege tank. Doesn't want to use scans right now. Not sure if he wants to land his orbiter or not, but I would recommend him doing so. Siege tank on the way for the STC a little bit quicker. STC just ahead, a tiny bit ahead with almost everything right now. Has one more tank, has quite a few Marines more, has some Banshees still, and has a few more SCVs, and is already mining off 2 bases.
Big stim going down from Select. Does he have enough to hold this ramp? It's looking a little bit like, oh wow, surprisingly he does very well there.
It's one Marauder, dealt a lot of damage.
Vikings land again, but
I've never seen Vikings go up and down in the game so much as this one.
Yeah, pretty hilarious when you think about it. Siege mode being used right now by the STC. Select, looks like he's running out of options, Kevin. Might need to pull SCVs here, but STC just rallying in everything that he has.
Nice micro though by the STC, keeping that siege tank alive with 6 HP. SCVs really want it, they believe, yes! Power drill does take out that siege tank. Select
just unscrews the treads, man. The wheels fall right off. And that tank goes down.
That was a power drill if I've ever seen one. Give that guy a medal of honor.
Tank's like getting ready to shoot, they just take the gun off.
Yeah.
You see like the little guy sitting in there, he's like, I don't know, man.
And then you see like the power drill going in his eyes, like, no! Look, Banshee flies in, scan goes down for Select. Good scan by Select, picks up that Banshee. Despite that miraculous defense, he's still in a pretty bad position though, as he's down 18 workers right now, Ben, and 12 army supply as well. More cloaked Banshees rallied across the map, and STC is just playing really great. I feel Select is playing fantastic StarCraft in both games. STC is just a tiny bit better.
This game has been the epitome of weird. Like nothing is standard in what STC has done. From the proxy to the landing Vikings.
How many Vikings did the STC make this game? I mean,
I've never seen so many.
Yeah, not just Vikings, but Banshees as well. Just keeps rallying Banshees across the map, knowing that this is such a chaotic game that no player was ever like perfectly or well prepared to deal with Banshees. Because of course, the moment where a game is like completely stabilized, you put down a couple of turrets, you leave a few units behind, you're all good. This game is non-stop action, so as long as you keep rallying dangerous units across the map, it is very likely that at least in 1 out of 2 occasions, you're going to deal some serious amount of damage. Look at this, the main bases are like mined out and they've been fighting for 18 minutes. And Vikings spent more time on the ground than they did in the air.
It's another fun track to stat. Stat to track.
Track stat.
Yeah, air time versus ground time for a Viking.
Yeah.
We can call it hang time. But can these Vikings stay up as long as Jordan? The answer is probably no.
Well, unless one of those Vikings is LeBron James.
That's blasphemy, man. LeBron will never have as much hang time as Jordan.
Scan goes down, this Banshee will fall. Good pickup by Select once more, but of course using those scans also means he can't drop mules and he's already behind economically, so at the end of the day that's not even that bad for the STC. Not yet, Ben, but maybe in 4 seasons.
Never gonna happen.
You will look at LeBron and
Jordan legendarily dunked from the free throw line. Like from the free throw line. I was playing basketball at the gym the other day and I was just like, I'm going to be like Jordan. I'm going to jump from the free throw line and see how far I can get. It was not to the goal, Kev. I didn't make it that far.
I am not surprised. Select is moving across the map, but his army is so much smaller than the army of the STC, while once more Cloak Banshee is hanging behind the natural of Select as well. STC is moving forward, and I think he might be able to do it right here, Ben, even though he's pretty clumped up. Not the best fight, but the numbers are favoring him so heavily that he was able to take this fight.
STC don't even care, man. He's just going to roll on through. And loading up his medevacs, going to head over to the main base. It's going to make this defense even more complicated for Select. Vikings
good
trying
skill.
to get there in time.
Perfect stim.
One of the things that gets Select back onto some sort of stable footing, but still all the Marines go down. The Marines of STC in a precarious spot. They've got no choice but to try and kill some add-ons, but they will ultimately die.
The two Marines, now they would take out the Marines of the STC, so STC still has some high ground vision. These Marines are providing some serious information.
It's a really bad spot to be. You're like you're stuck in the enemy base. You're like bleeding out.
But you're still shooting down medevacs like a hero. Well, that's
you just watch your siege tank buddies get blown to bits.
Like,
some, like,
guys, you were our backup. Guys, wow, that's a very nice micro by Select. very, very well done, picking up those Marines. And now these the Marines, they're out for blood. Still getting healed by this beautiful medic. But the reinforcements have arrived already for the STC, and he was rallying them across the map. He's going to siege up 2 more tanks. Select is going to try to hold 1 more time. Select is down 50 supply, but hanging in there with his dear life and might actually be able to do it.
Maybe. SCV is trying once more to get in the mix. They do take out the tanks.
Last man standing, man. Look at this power drill guy. He's like, I took out a tank, I can definitely take out you, big bully.
Oh no, he's got friends. There's all the reinforcement Marines.
Still coming in. Oh, he did die eventually. STC picks up 1 more siege tank. Really have to admire Select's fighting spirit.
Hanging in there by...
he's just getting out macros. Right now the STC is on 3 base, been dropping mules everywhere. Rallying so many units across the map. And Select definitely gets an A for effort. But I'm afraid it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it looks like it. There's just a steady stream of blue coming across the middle of the map. The STC doubling Select's supply. Significantly ahead in army supply. His economy is just fantastic. The writing is on the wall.
Isn't it crazy how like the STC right now seems in such a stable place of playing TVT and now just rallying units across the map, having steady 3-base economy, working double eBay, double upgrades. Well, this game has been non-stop madness. Like, how can you not at least forget completely about something? Well, he is supply blocked, man, so we did spot 1 little tiny mistake. I'm glad that he's human.
To be fair, I don't think he's been over 100 supply for the last 22 minutes, so... I mean...
every time he's supply blocked, he just starts fighting again. That's one way to not be supply blocked.
He does have some depots finishing up. Where is Medevac? I think we're going to see him shuttle up into the main once again.
Stop saying depot. Depot.
Nice job by Select once more, picking off rogue siege tanks.
Oh, Select! That was a nice pickup.
Full Medevac.
Man, Select has really been the king of pickups in this game. Or actually in the previous 2 games. Even in Cloud Kingdom, we had couple of fantastic tank pickups.
These are some very brave Marines. Select is all about getting into the action. 83 supply to 128. Is it possible? Can Select battle his way back? It's going to be very difficult.
One way to do that is dropping one. Wow, look at the production of the STC. It's just, I'm really amazed, by the way, Ben, that he got this infrastructure up, this economy, and he's just able to do all this in a game that has been as crazy as this. I would have definitely fell apart.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job. Right now, it looks like, I mean, Select's just sort of posturing up, getting ready for the inevitable, which will be a huge STC attack, and I think it's coming right now. Tank's going to come forward. Marine's going to stem.
Bunker's going to help out quite a bit, though. The bunker can soak up so much damage. There are no tanks. Yeah, there's 1 tank on the high ground. Afraid it's not going to be enough. Select is dropping in the main base from the STC, but I'm afraid that's not going to keep the STC crippled.
Select staves it off for the time being. STC, 1 lonely Marine makes it out of the fighting to get back to his siege tank buddies.
Production is so high from the STC that 1 Psycho is just able to deal with a drop. It's almost like a warpin, but then you just adjust the rally point.
And warpin, like it.
Maybe we could warping siege. Yes.
There was a hack at one point that allowed Protoss to warp in Immortals.
There was also a hack where Colossus could walk across space and scrap station.
That was awesome. That was a glitch, though, not a hack. GG finally gets called from Select, and STC takes it down 2-0. Very exciting.
My eyes got all teary after that series, man. Like 60 minutes guessing.
Too, man. Select, you're such a beast.
He played great, though. It's really awesome to see Select play so extremely well. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. The STC is just... I mean, it's always risky to say one of the best Terran players out there, but at Rally he showed really what he's capable of. And also, of course, back then in the Korean leagues, he has showed a few times what he's really made of. I wouldn't say like a top 3 Terran player, but probably among the best 10, best 15 or something like that. Fantastic Terran player, so still great job by Select competing so well, going head to head, toe for toe.
Semifinals are up next, guys. Best of 5. 4 players remain. I don't know who's going to be up first, but we will let you know.
MVP Tills against
somebody. MMA.
Slayers MMA, Ben. It's a big game. So, guys, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Best of 5 TVP. Oh, yeah.